Cappies on my Cappies, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Cappies, we have the vessel, the box, and the shadow, the hunter and the seed, the medallion, and the ring. Cappies, well, I definitely feel like there has been an end that's been occurring in your reads for a minute. You know, the vessel is the idea of build it or break it. And I just kind of feel like there is something that you've been fighting to build that I feel like it was like a battle that was fueled from a shadow state, you know. This was in one of my other Earth Signs reads. But I mean, the shadow isn't a bad thing to have, right? Like if we integrate our shadows, then, you know, like we're able to utilize them in a healthy way. But I feel like for my Cappies, there has been like that, and Pluto was in Capricorn for like a gazillion and 10 years, like 15, you know, but it's just like this idea of trying to control, trying to have power over things, trying to, you know, dictate and mandate and I feel like, you know, that's something that there's a sense of relief that's occurring from exiting that energy, you know, but then it kind of leaves you looking at life thinking, okay, but like, what do I build and what do I break? And I think that there's something inside of you I just imagine like a seed like sealed away, like airtight seal, you know, like passed down through generations. You know, and it's like, but the seed was never allowed to be taken out of the package because it was never an environment where it could grow. And I feel like there was a seed inside of you that's been carried down through this time that is like, you finally found a place where it could grow, because I feel like that's what the commitment is to. Is to a part of yourself. You know, like I always knew that I was hunting, I was seeking out like a place to grow this seed, you know, like this is a seed that I inherited. This is like, I just feel like this is like a part of your soul that you've carried. And a lot of times I feel like maybe even when you were fighting these battles in life, you know, you were doing it because you were like, this isn't where I can plant this seed. And it's like, but you've always been committed to being able to like to grow into who it is that you know that you're meant to be. You know, I just kind of get this feeling of like you're doing it, you're going for it. I don't know what that has to do with the build it or break it element of this read, because I mean, maybe it's one of those things where you're breaking it. I feel like it, like in its breaking, it was almost like you were free to go to that next thing that like, that was where you knew you could plant the seed, but you were stuck in a vase or you were stuck in an airtight pack. I don't know, however it resonates for you. I was cuddling with the dogs earlier and Indigo got snot on my sweatshirt. I'm not dirty, I promise. I just was chilling with my dogs. Okay, Cappies. 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups. I mean, this is just sadness, but like also having to face your fears. And again, I just feel like this, like you break out of this sealed tight baggie or this vase or, you know, whatever this container is. And like, it makes you sad because you worked really long and hard to build this container, but the container was becoming so confining that like it had to break. And that means, I don't know why, I just feel like there's a sense of time, like a time sensitive, like if I don't get this seed planted, like now that it's out of the seal, like the clock's ticking on this seed, and now like I have to go and I have to plant this seed. It does. It feels like this sense of urgency that comes over you, like almost like this sadness, and I can't believe that broke, and and then almost like no sooner are you sad than you're like, oh shit, like now I really have to, like, I have to find someplace, like I have to find it now. You know what I mean? Because I got to get this seed planted, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to, you know, like that was the whole point of all of this, I feel like, you know? Okay. Two of Swords, Justice, the Star. Those are all good things. Cappies, love, the Moon. Somebody else had that. I don't remember who. But that does tie into the story of like, okay, well now that it's like, it's sealed, like the seal's been broken, the truth has come out, the decision is like, it's so clear. And I get the feeling you don't totally know where it is that you're going even still, you know what I mean? Like I had it safe in this container, and now the container's broken and I have to make a decision about which way to go, but I don't, you know, like I gotta follow my intuition. I gotta like test the winds and, you know, like test the soils, and you know what I mean? Like, and I gotta do it all really quickly. And I kind of get this feeling of like, maybe you had been a little apathetic about doing it because you were, you know, like you're like, what's in the vase? It's in the container. Like, it's fine. There's time. And I feel like something happened and a decision was made and it's like, time's up. And the only way to, you know, bring justice to the whole point of the mission is to, I think, follow your intuition and find that home for that seed that allows for it to grow, that allows for it to continue. And this could be a goal. This could be so many things, you know what I mean? And sometimes, like, when we're in relationships, we can become very apathetic because you get like comfortable and you kind of get in a routine and you don't really push yourself as much. And I feel like maybe there's just an idea of being very apathetic and very routine and not really pushing yourself. And then for whatever reason, now all of a sudden you have to really, you got to push yourself, right? The World. Yeah, I just think it's the end of that container. Whatever that container is no longer containing. Whatever that seal tight, that airtight seal is no longer airtight sealed. And so instead of sitting around and feeling apathetic, it's time to really go and find a place for that to be, because that is ultimately, I think, the goal. And for some of y'all, it could be that you're going to be able to really move into a relationship. The Lovers is a relationship card, but it's also a choice card. And I feel like there is, like, once the seal breaks, you have to really ask yourself, like, what is my goal here? And what do I want to do? And what am I going to do with this seed? Am I apathetic because it was taking so long? Am I apathetic because it wasn't really emotionally satisfying? You know, like, is it because I don't really have, this isn't really my goal? You know, I just feel like this, like you're having to make a choice, but whatever choice you make, it feels like it elevates you. It feels like you're going for what it is that you want. You're planting this seed so that you can watch it grow, because you've been carrying it in this case for so long, but the case is broken. Okay. Cappies. I'm sorry if this is extremely abstract, but that's what's coming through. So do with it what you will. The Sword. Well, again, I just feel like this seal got broken. This decision was made, and now this decision has propelled you forward in a big way. Because it just, I don't know why, it just feels like time sensitive, because now it's been exposed to the elements and it can get destroyed. So you gotta go, you gotta do. All right, Cappies. Well, sending you lots of love and lots of luck. And, you know, if anybody can do it, it's a fucking Cappy. You know what I mean? All right. I love you all so much. Thank you for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this video does resonate. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.